3 weeks ago, I started a 2,500-mile drive to Austin, Texas, with the plan of shooting a photography video along the way. But Mother Nature had other plans.
Nasty conditions on the road.
Gusting between 55 to 70 miles per hour.
Multiple winter weather advisories.
We've lived here for over 20 years. This is definitely one of the biggest snowstorms we've had.
I mean, we knew that this storm was going to pack a serious punch, but when you see it play out, it still kind of boggles the mind.
Now, this isn't snow, this is gypsum. But if you use your imagination with me here for a second, I promise this is all going to make sense. So I was at odds with this snowstorm for 3 days. I drove through whiteout blizzard conditions, not pictured, and through towns that had shut themselves inside for shelter, also not pictured, all the while looking for a gap in the weather to make my video. And then I found it. And that was it. Those few clips are all I got before the storm found me and the hail came.
Cody, what's up, dude? How has the drive been?
Dude, it's been really, really rough, honestly. I actually ended up driving through like the biggest snowstorm of the year, apparently. I actually just found some sun here in New Mexico after literally 3 days of driving through this blizzard, basically.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that because I know you were excited for like some final peace and quiet on the road, but I mean, were you able to get the chance to kind of like hang out with your camera and get some clips and do some shooting like you expected to?
Not particularly, no. Pretty much just been on the edge of my seat for the last 3 days and haven't done any shooting, haven't really had the relaxing kind of productive reconnecting to my camera and the van and nature kind of trip that I envisioned. But yeah, I finally reached some sun here in New Mexico, and like I took a moment to kind of like step back and just assess where I am mentally and pull myself out of the fight or flight. And this morning I actually just like took some time to like sit at the truck stop and journal a little bit. And in the journal I kind of just, I don't know, I allowed myself to just like relinquish all the expectations I had for making this video and to just kind of, you know, open myself to creating around whatever arises instead. Yeah, I titled the entry "Surrender to the Road."
Dude, that sounds like the video right there. I don't know if you thought of that. I don't mean to put more pressure on you. I know you're taking a step back, but like, dude, you wrote a journal entry that to me sounds like an epic video. Surrender to the Road. Like I can see that as a video title, and yeah, just what an epic metaphor for kind of like what you've just experienced in terms of going into something with such expectations and hopes and wants and kind of looking for that at every turn, only to find out later on that like it was never in the cards to go the way you expected. And that's sick, man. Like, have you considered making that a video? Because I would want to see that video.
Not until now, no.
Dude, that would be really cool. Did you get any clips? Tell me you got some clips of the epic snowstorm where you couldn't see 10 feet in front of you. You got some footage of that at least, right?
No.
Damn it, Cody!
At that point, in sunny New Mexico, with the clarity of hindsight and the help of a friend, I saw the error in my ways. Had I not been so fixated on making a video that didn't want to be made, I would have noticed the story that the road was asking me to tell. This one. The one where things don't go according to plan. The one with the snowstorm. Had I not been so naively married to the story I wanted to tell, maybe I would have captured some of the crazy experience that was unfolding right in front of me. I would have gotten real footage of the storm, of me navigating it, and maybe walked away with some footage that actually captured the feeling of being in that moment, the intensity of the blizzard. Footage that would have made this video, quite frankly, a lot more compelling, and made it so that I didn't have to use footage of gypsum dune fields in place of snow. But instead, what I have is some B-roll, captured after the fact, some very unimpressive iPhone captures during the lulls, and this talking head shot from weeks afterwards. Nice. In lieu of my mistake, I am doing my best to immortalize it into a lesson, this video, so that hopefully I can remind myself into the future not to make it again, and hopefully you can avoid it entirely. The mistake of deciding how things need to go, and as such ignoring what actually unfolds for you. Making a determination for how your project, your trip, your experience has to happen, and as a result, blinding yourself to the beauty of what unfolds naturally. Because the storm is worth documenting, and the universe, God, some higher power, whatever it is to you, it's got your back. Even when you think she's forsaken you, especially when you think she's forsaken you, she's got you. Sometimes she just needs to test you, and sometimes those tests feel like they go on forever, and no, I'm not just talking about this snowstorm or this drive. I think you know what I mean. Just trust. She's got you. Open yourself, walk forward with faith, and surrender to the road.